Name of presenter, Mrs. S.E. Stander. Program, Office Administration. Subject, Office Data Processing Level 3. Topic to be covered, Topic 7. Developing spreadsheets using Microsoft Excel, Module 12. Reference material used, Office Data Processing for MS Office 2010, NQF Level 3 textbook, page 206 to 213. Resources required by student, textbook and a computer. Topic 7, Module 12, Unit 12.6 to 12.9. Unit 12.6, Rotate Text in Cells. In this unit, you will learn how to rotate text within a cell. We usually rotate headings in the text so that they take up less space on the page. So if we go to our spreadsheet, our headings, remember, before I change anything, I have to highlight. So I highlight my headings. In the highlighted area, I right-click, go to Format Cells. Under Format Cells, there's different options, number, font, border, alignment, and so on. I will use alignment. I will change the orientation of those headings depending on what the instruction says. If the instruction says 45, I type in my 45 degrees and I click on OK. And my headings will be rotated 45 degrees. If my row is not big enough to fit my heading, if the heading is cut off, like for instance in that example, I will have to make my row bigger so that everything is visible. My headings must be visible, it can't be cut off. So I highlight, I right-click in the highlighted area, go to Format Cells, type in the degrees that they tell me, if it's 90 degrees or 60 degrees, depending on your instruction. If I click on OK, my headings will be rotated. As you can see, it's cut off. I make my row a bit bigger so that my heading fits. And that is how I rotate text in cells. Unit 12.7, add pictures and logos. You can insert or copy logos, pictures, and clip art into Excel worksheets from many different sources. These sources include a folder in which you have saved pictures in your computer. So if I want to insert a picture in my Excel spreadsheet, I will go to Insert. I will go to Pictures. I go to the folder. If my folder is on my desktop, I will click on Desktop and open the folder. If it's in my Pictures folder, I will click on Pictures. I will select the picture that I want to insert, and then I will click on Insert. Your picture will just randomly insert. It will not be in the correct spot. So you still have to move the picture to where the instruction says. If I put my mouse on my picture, I see those 4 arrows. That means I can move the picture. Click in, I hold, and I drag it to the correct spot. I want the picture in block A1. As you can see, it's too big. It doesn't fit. I can make my row a bit bigger so that my picture fits properly in cell A1. I can make my picture bigger or smaller. If I put my picture or my mouse on the sides and I see an up and down arrow, I click and I make it smaller, or I drag it and I make it bigger. 4 arrows mean I can move the picture from one place to another. Unit 12.8, apply borders to cells and spreadsheets. Although the worksheet screen shows borders or lines around cells, these borders will not show when the spreadsheet is printed. If we go back to Excel, you can see lines, but those lines are just on the screen. They are just showing you the columns and the rows. So if I print this document as it is now, there's no borders or lines around my cells or my columns. So I will have to insert them. Once again, I need to highlight before I change anything. If I want to highlight, put borders from A1 to E7, I will highlight A1 down to E7. I would go to my borders, that's on top there. click on the down arrow, there's different options for different borders. If I want borders around all the cells, I say all borders and my borders will appear. Now, when I print this document, I can clearly see my borders around my cells and my columns. Unit 12, create headers and footers. Headers or footers can contain page numbers, the date and time, and the name of your file. Going back to our Excel, exactly the same as in Word. If I go to Insert, I will see there's a header and a footer. In Word, remember, they were separate. It's header or footer. In Excel, it's both. So I will click on header and footer. As soon as I click on header and footer, my header will appear in 3 sections. It's the left section, the center section, and the right section. If I go down my page, there's my footer, exactly the same. Left, center, and right. So you need to read your instructions on where must your header go. Must it be on the left? Must it be in the center? Or must it be on the right? So then I would type in my examination number and my question number in my header, or I can type it in the footer depending on what my instruction says, left, center, or right. So I would go exactly the same as in Word, insert, header, footer, and I would jump to my header, or I can go down to my footer and add a footer. Depending on what your instruction says, left, center, or right. We've covered rotating text in cells, add pictures and logos, apply borders to your cells and spreadsheet, as well as create headers and footers for your spreadsheet.